IUE, BGE. Give us like 30 seconds. Hello, everybody. This IUE BGE crew here today. First thing I want to say is congratulations to Danny Hamilton and Katie Hamilton on their wedding and their marriage. That was awesome. You know, we was all there at the party last night. Jeff was responsible. He was home because he had to work in the morning. So I wasn't so responsible. And here we go. So we're going to bring you the best show that we can today, regardless of circumstance, baby. Let's go. We want money in your pocket and ours, too. All right? Now, I'm going to keep it real. I need money. All right. So, hey, we're going to start off with quarterback today for the core four. And see, I'm going to go over to Andy, Slim Jimmy. Who's your QB today?
Yeah, I'm going back to the same well that I dipped into last week because this guy's still super underpriced. And I like Aaron Rodgers this week. He's playing on Sunday night. He's going to play big in primetime games. Drew, you always talk about going chalk. Well, I feel like this guy's super chalky, but you're getting him at a low rate. So I love that. He only threw for 255 yards last week, but he had 4 touchdowns. I look for him to do more of the same. I don't think he's going to have a ton of yards again, but I'd like to see him hit a few quick hitters. Maybe Devontae Adams, I think, gets him in the end zone a couple times this week because Aaron Jones got him last week. So give me Aaron Rodgers.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, that's right. So he's going to spread the love around a little bit, keep everybody happy because he wants to be happy too. So he know how it is. I can see that 100%. So I love the Aaron Rodgers pick. Definitely chalky, but that is what we're looking for. That's what we want. Like being fancy and getting cute and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it can work maybe once every 20 weeks. You don't have that long. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm going over here to Opie Hay Jr. What's up, man? Who's your quarterback today?
My man today is Kyler Murray. He's the most expensive quarterback, but they're playing Jacksonville. I just, facts is facts. So I'm going with Kyler Murray. I think he's going to have a good day. Big points. So I'm going Kyler Murray.
Okay. Hey, fair enough. Absolutely. I mean, he's going to tear these boys up. Jacksonville can't stop nothing. They can't stop nothing. Urban Meyer, they already talking them. They already whispering about him. This dude can't coach.
USC.
Right, yeah, exactly. He's an awesome recruiter. Mediocre coach.
Right, he can't get in these players' living rooms.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Like what's going on with Robinson, James Robinson? They are mistreating this man right now. My goodness, give him the ball, would you? But anyhow, El Jefe, what's up?
Hey.
QB.
Well, I'm going with I think one of the most interesting games of the day, and that's Buffalo at home against Washington. And Josh Allen's thrown the ball 84 times in 2 games. And for some reason, it just seems like he hasn't had that. He's thrown the ball a lot, but he hasn't had that big, huge game that he's known to throw in there. He's 7,000. I think that Washington's defense is pretty good, so it should be a game where they have to throw. Plus, Buffalo's running game, aside from Singletary's 46-yard run, I think they average like 2 yards a carry or something silly. So I think that they're going to throw quite a bit, and this should be Josh Allen's best game so far. He's at $7,000, so I think he's right around number 4 or 5 as far as quarterback price. But see Allen having a big game, man. He could easily go over 300 and 2 or 3 touchdowns easy.
Ooh, against Washington? They got Washington today? That scares me. Washington defense scares me so much, but Josh Allen is a monster. You know
He's
what I
got
mean?
good receivers. Good receivers.
Yes, he does. He's got weapons now. You know, he's developed. He's come along. He's the man. He's the guy now. So there's never nothing wrong with throwing the guy in the lineup. You know, me personally, I'm going with Russell Wilson. He's 7,600. But my goodness, Minnesota has just bled fantasy points all year so far through 2 weeks to the quarterback position. They can't stop anybody. They can't stop anything. And that's also boding well on the other side for their offense as well. But we'll touch on that a little bit later. But yeah, I'm going with Russell Wilson. I see him throwing at least 3 touchdowns today. And hopefully this is a straight up shootout. Straight up shootout. That's what we're hoping for. So let's go to running back position. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off because I had a very strange occurrence with my with the rest of my players here, and you guys will pick up on it as we go. But I'm going with Chase Edmonds against Jacksonville. You got to attack this Jacksonville defense, you know. So, but I am worried. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. I am a little bit concerned about James Conner snaking touchdowns, vulturing touchdowns. You know, that is absolutely a possibility, but I am banking on Chase Edmonds being able to rip off some big runs, you know, and at least like build up the yardage totals and a couple of catches, you know, so we can get over that 15, 16 points that we'll be looking for from this position. So I will go to El Jefe. What's happening? Who's your running back?
I'm sticking with the game that I think is going to be interesting. And I really do like Antonio Gibson as a running back in this league. His skill set is nice, and when he gets the ball, he produces. And in this game, I have a feeling they're going to have to try to keep Josh Allen and that offense off the field. And if it does get into a little bit of a shootout, Antonio Gibson, he's not a top-notch receiver, but I'd say he's a second-tier receiver out of the backfield, and he's had games with 7-8 catches before, and I could see that turning into that kind of game today. So I think Gibson's going to have a nice game, and like I said, I think that's one of the more interesting matchups of the day. So I'm going to stick with that game. Plus, he's only 5,900. He's way down the list price-wise. And like you said, if we're looking for the 14, 15, 16 point, I think Gibson should be right in there today.
No doubt. Okay, I feel you. And I like what you're doing with your lineup. I see you like you're running kind of like a game script of how you think the game's going to go, you know, and then you're basing your who you like off of that because opportunities and like volume changes a little bit game to game depending on what the game script you think is going to happen. You know what I mean? So that makes a lot of sense, and I love it. I love what you're doing there with that. So let me go over to Obie. Hey, who's your running back? Obihave Jr. Sorry about that. We don't want to confuse you with Obihave Senior. I think you muted there, OB.
I was muted, but I'm going with my man Saquon Barkley, man. I think this is the Giants breakout game. I think we crush Atlanta. I don't know what the over is, but get it. Saquon Barkley breakout game, Giants breakout game. And this is the start to winning the NFC East, boys.
Okay.
Go Giants. Go
well, with
Giants.
that pick, let me ask you, should I Leo said he's down. We were going to do a calf for Barkley straight up. What do you think about that kind of trade?
Right now, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. You need points right now. 6 weeks from now,
McCaffrey might be done for the year, man. He might play one more game. Like,
it seems to be his trend. But if he does come back and only misses 2 games and then is the beast, then
I'm hearing 5 to 6 weeks, man.
Really?
Wait, did you say DK for who?
No,
Saquon.
McCaffrey for Barkley, straight up.
Oh, McCaffrey for Barkley, straight up. Wow. Boy, maybe you do take that. Yeah,
I know.
I would.
Yeah, I think you wait to see it, the full MRI shows.
Right.
Yeah, they're being pretty secretive about that right now.
Dang, that's nuts.
That's a
Okay,
bad
yo.
thing, I would think. You know,
Yeah,
if
I
it was
agree.
if it was a light little sprain, they'd be coming out and
Yeah.
saying that.
They're 3-0 though.
They said they weren't going to put him on IR.
Yeah, okay, 3-0. Their competition has been.
Right.
They said they were not going to put him on the IR because then that means he would miss 3 no matter what.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just being tricky right now or what it is, but hey, I'm thinking
Right.
about it.
You always have to worry about that with teams trying to mislead you. They're not trying to mislead you, but they think they really
The other teams.
impacting like the next game plan or whoever. You know what I mean? So you do have to be careful with that. But that's actually a whole nother segment that we could do on how to read between the lines because they really kind of follow. We know who we really can't trust. Kyle Shanahan is full of beans, refried beans. Tea. You know what I'm saying? But Bruce Arians, oh my goodness, those guys you just cannot. But there's a couple of them that you can, and they'll give you a little bit when you listen to them. So, but that's a whole nother story. So, anyhow, we're gonna go over to. Is it my turn?
No. My running back.
Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, right. Slim Jimmy.
As PD said, running back, the running back, y'all. Look. We keep going over this, okay? Who are the Leons playing? That's who you play. That's who you play. So I'm going with my guy, Tyson Williams. I think, like you were talking about vulturing, I think that he has a chance to get vultured at the goal line by Latavius Murray, but I think he's getting enough workload, probably 20 touches combined between rushing and passing, that he's still going to. I think he puts up 100 yards today, and if he gets in the end zone, then obviously big bang for your buck right there. Like he's 58. So like you were saying, Jeff, he's down there. I like Antonio Gibson a lot, but I think Buffalo's defense is considerably better than the Leons. So, I'm going with Tyson Williams today, man. I'm excited to see what happens there. And I'm just going to pretty much stick with this all week until it breaks me. I'm playing pretty much anybody that plays against the Leons.
Yeah, that exactly. Attack the weaknesses. That's what NFL coaches do. If they see that you're weak somewhere on the field, they're attacking you all day in that spot, in that area, at that guy, whoever it is. We do the same thing. Got to, So that makes perfect sense to me. And everybody get their running back in. We got Tyson Williams. I need Kai's running back, Antonio Gibson, and okay. Here we go. Hey, if you gave me a running back.
Yeah, Saquon.
Oh, right. Man, that's bold.
Rich homie Saquon.
Yes, sir. Rich homie Saquon.
He had that. I love it. Rich homie Saquon. Okay. No, I do like the Saquon move. He had that one really long run, and he looked good doing it. And I think maybe he's getting a little more confident. So let's see what old boy can do.
The Falcons aren't as bad as the Leons, but they're pretty bad too.
Right.
And real quick on that, Barkley, man, one of the guys, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but one of the guys that works for one of our other companies out of Twinsburg, he went to St. V's and then went to Akron U. His name was Nate Bischoff. And there's a big picture at the office of him getting run over by Saquon Barkley.
Oh.
And they put it up there. But later on in that game, he's got it on video. He had a nice, solid solo tackle on Saquon when Akron played Penn State that year. But I look at it every time I walk in the office, I see Nate Bischoff getting splattered by Saquon Barkley. That's a nice claim to fame, though.
Well, yeah, he tackled him. Now he works at FedEx, and Saquon rushes for the Giants.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper to that.
Right. Yeah. Right. Shoot, we know the struggle.
I need a beer.
Right. I know, right? Man,
it's the only thing that'll help me today.
What a night. My
Yowza.
goodness. The wedding was cool, man. It was beautiful. But regardless of the wee hours we got up to, we still here for you today. You know what I'm saying?
Woof.
So here, let me give you did I get my running back? I think I gave you Chase Edmonds. Yeah. So we'll move on to wide receiver. And I'm gonna start. Well, I'm gonna start off with Slim Jimmy. I'm curious to see who you pairing your guys up with here at wide receiver.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not stacking anybody today, and I know that's usually against protocol, against what you want to do, but I'm going with the wide receiver one right now, the best receiver in the league. Jeff is going to hate to hear this. It's Tyler Lockett.
Whoa!
I mean, look at his numbers, man. It's unbelievable what this guy's done. And they play Minnesota this week. Minnesota has given up almost 60 points to the position a week. I know it's only in 2 games, but they can't guard their own shadow. So, I look for Tyler Lockett to get loose on one of those 50-yarders again, man. Have you ever seen a guy, he catches more balls where there's nobody around him? He always does it. It seems like once every week or so, he's got a ball for 50 that there's nobody near him. Near him. So, his volume is not crazy. Like, 2 weeks ago, he caught 4 passes, but he had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Right. That's a Tyler Lockett line right there all the way.
I'm going with Tyler Lockett, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to piggyback off your dude.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, now I'm going to have DK. He's not in my core 4. I'm going to have DK or Lockett. But I'll be able to fit those guys in my lineup today if I do choose to do so.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the picks that we're giving out here, they're not very expensive, but they're guys that are going to pop today. You know what I mean? So you as the listener, you have to go through and kind of decipher who we talk about and pair everybody together from our lineups that you like or whatever, what you agree with, something like that. And then, and if we bomb, you come at our necks. You come for us. But we ain't bombing over here. We dropping bombs for sure. I love the Tyler Lockett pick. I think he's going to go crazy today. Minnesota can't stop nothing. Nothing at all.
I actually changed it up a little bit here because I honestly wanted to get Allen Robinson in my lineup. And I think that this is his best chance. Justin Fields, they're playing the Browns. There's probably going to be some scoring in this game. And Allen Robinson's a target hound, and he's had 4 targets exactly in the first 2 games this year. And my initial thought was he's going to at least double that today. But I have to go with Ridley. I have to go with Calvin Ridley, only because number ones without their number 2s, unless you're playing Belichick or one of these great defensive coaches, the volume goes up. And without Russell Gage, and I mean, Mike Davis can catch the ball out of the backfield. I'm not sold. I thought Matt Ryan was going to have a little bit better start to the year. So I think he is on the decline, which is why I picked him week 1 and got screwed. But it doesn't matter who's throwing the balls. You can get the ball downfield. Ridley can have a big day, and he hasn't had that big day yet. So I'm hoping for 10-plus targets and a touchdown, and I think that's well within his range for sure. And he's $7,000, so he's on the higher end, but he's not the top.
Right. Exactly. We save money where we can, and that, we do what we can with that. Even if you're just saving 100, 200, 300, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. But I love the pick. Calvin Ridley, it makes a whole lot of sense. I'm hoping my guy Kyle Pitts can get a little bit of love today, before I go what do you say? Trying to give the advice for the people to take Pitts. I'm gonna wait a little bit on that one. But I love the Calvin Ridley. Let's go over to O.B. Hay Jr. himself in the flesh. What's up? Who you got at wide receiver today?
Well, my name says it all, man. I'm taking Odell. He's starting this year for the first time. I think he's gonna be hype. I think he's catching everything he gets thrown at him. I think the Browns have a big day today. Bears suck, and I just think he's gonna have a big game. Homeboy's out, so yeah, I think he's gonna have a big game.
Right. Yeah, with Jarvis Landry missing out today, that's definitely going to open up for Odell. I'm curious to see what the chemistry looks like between Baker and Odell. That makes me a little bit nervous, but Odell does have a really good matchup. The corner that's on the other side of him today, whack. He been getting burnt all year long. Sorry, if I ain't been up since the wee mornings of the hours of the days, I would remember his name, the guy for the Bears that's going to be guarding him. But it hasn't been pretty. So that is a good position to attack for sure. Let's go over here to Slim Jimmy. Who you got at wide receiver? Oh, wait. You already told me Tyler Lockett. Okay, so all right, I'll give you mine. Now I was torn between some people. I really like Cooper Kupp today. The guy's just getting targeted a lot. I mean, he had 11 last week, he had 12 the week before. This guy's killing it. Matt Stafford, man, found his favorite receiver in the core. So and they will need to throw today. They will need to score. I'm not sure they'll be able to control the clock on the ground. I don't know about that. Do we know if Darrell Henderson's playing today? Anybody here yet?
I didn't hear that he was out.
Okay. All right, so we'll see, but we'll have to check in on that. But it just means that they're going to have to do it a different way. So who you hit up? The guy running underneath or down the sideline, slot receivers all day long, baby. Let's go Cooper Kupp. I'm going to go there over Jamar Chase. Those are the guys that I'm trying to figure out who I want there. But I think either one is going to go crazy. Go crazy today. So let's move on to the tight end position. I hate tight end position. I'm narrowing this category down to like 3 guys every week for me, and that's it. I'm picking from those 3 guys because every other tight end is 3 catches for 32 yards every single week. We ain't looking for that. We don't want that. Let me go over to OB Hayes Jr. Who you got at tight end today?
I'm picking my man, Mr. Waller. Made me want to holla in the back of my Impala. Yeah, Darren Waller, man. They're playing Miami. Miami can't stop shit. So Darren Waller, he's seeing like 20 targets a game. So if he catches half of those, that's 10 points already for you. So I'm going Darren Waller for sure. He's expensive, but you save a little money with Odell. So yeah, Darren Waller. He's gonna kill it today.
Okay, I feel you. I love Darren Waller. Look, that's one of the 3 guys that I'm narrowing this thing down to every week. I'm done with the BS. There's just not a lot of options at tight end, but that's the position we have to fill. Who you got at tight end?
Waller.
Ditto, huh?
I mean, look, it kind of goes to what Andy said in the very first week. And if you got to spend for one of these top 2 or 3 guys at tight end, I think, just like you said, Drew, none of these other guys that you take a chance on have done anything. And these 3 guys, or at least the 2 guys at the top, have produced every single week. And that's absurd to get 19 targets in one game. You know what I mean? From your tight end. Josh Jacobs, I don't think he's playing. And
he's out.
I mean, I don't think their defense is all that good. Miami's defense was supposed to be better than it is. And they're at home, so I think Waller gets fed and gets fed and gets fed today.
Okay.
He's 7,400. I think he's number 2.
Yeah.
The number 2 tight end on
right.
Kelsey's like 82, I think.
Yeah.
Oof. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah. Well, so wait, how much did you say Waller was?
74.
74. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, so that's $800 difference, and you should get somewhat the same kind of production for sure. So that's not a bad buy at all. Not bad at all. Let's go over to Slim Jimmy. Who you got at tight end today?
My tight end, man. I'm going back. No, I'm not. I'm going back to my the dreaded Leon's game, man. I think they're going to be way behind, and I think there's really only one guy that gets targets there.
Yep.
And you guys probably think I'm about to say Mark Andrews, but I'm not.
Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson. That's my tight end today. I think that he's going to get 10 targets at least today. I mean, if you're going to play any Leon, it's probably TJ Hawkinson, and you're getting him at a bargain, man. So I think I think he's a safe pick, really. But like I said before, I'll say it every week. If you have the money in your budget, get Travis Kelce. I know you say the top 3 guys. Travis Kelce is in a league of his own. He's in a league of his own. It's not close. Darren Waller's really good. He's not Travis Kelce.
Right.
If you got the money for him, plug and play him. But I'm
No
going with
doubt.
TJ Hawkinson, man. That's going to get you some money there. So plug him in.
I love it. And that's exactly who I have. TJ Hawkinson at 5,200. He's one of the guys that I'm going to narrow this thing down to, and I'm probably going to roll with him a lot, with his price being what it is. Because like you said, the targets, the attention he gets in that offense is amazing. You know, when they're behind, and they're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to throw the ball. They're going to throw to their best guy. That's probably their best receiver, TJ Hawkinson. And Jared Goff isn't so great, you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna chuck the ball for sure. So Andy, real quick, you want to go over last week's results for Court 4?
Please do.
Yeah, absolutely,
Please
man.
do. Please
Absolutely. I think as a show, we had a decent week. You know, we set a goal, I think, every week to hit the Core 4 to be 70 points or more. And so I think we had a decent week. I think we're really getting into form. I think maybe this week we all get into that 70 range. So I brung up the bottom last week was 67.7, and I was just one bust away. My tight end busted. And I think, you know, hopefully that changes this week. I'm going to be above that mark. Jeff, about the same thing. You had one bust in your Core 4. You had 68.66. Drew, a little better lineup, but you still had one bust as well. And if he even gets you 10, then you're up there, and you had 75.74. Kai had a huge week, 105.44 for his Core 4. That's big. That's money. You know, so Kai, first and foremost, I hope you put that lineup in I hope you put $20 in that lineup, you know, because clearly that was a moneymaker, man. That was a good lineup. But yeah, I mean, we're fine tuning this. So I like all of our picks. We're getting there to that 70-point threshold, all of us.
You get your tight end, Drew?
TJ Hawkinson.
Drew too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. I had TJ Hawkinson today.
And Kai, you went with Waller as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait.
Jeff, you too?
Yeah, I had Waller, yep.
Okay.
All right, yo, that's dope. Hell yeah. So we had a good week. It's just that goddamn tight end position. I swear, it's just a tough thing. And even like redraft leagues, after the first 3 are gone, it's like, oh my goodness, what now? You know. So, you know, you do what you got to do with tight end and DFS. That's why I love me some TJ Hawkinson right now. At least there's volume there. So hold on. No, Kai, I owe you a banner for winning. All right. So, hey, Kai is the winner.
That's Weiner.
Winner, sir. Yeah. You are awesome.
You got 14 vowels in a row.
Sweet.
Wee hours of the morning, but you
Yeah.
are the winner.
The Weiner.
Right. So, everybody comment your questions. There is no Cinnamon Toast Hunch for today, but we will go through our deep dives. Now, our deep dives, that got really interesting last week because I think we all picked bangers last week.
Cephas.
I don't know if we got to tally up the scores or not with that, but I know KJ Osborne was me and Jeff, and that was over 20 points right there. And who was Cephas? Cephas was
Kai has
Kai's
Cephas.
He popped last week. Who was your guy last week, Andy?
Hold on, I have to look at my lineup because I can't even remember, man.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's how deep it was.
I did not have a great week, so it couldn't have been anybody great.
Like
Mine was Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yo, but I was watching that game, Andy. He may not have come through, but he was involved in that game.
He was getting looked at. Yep, exactly, man.
Getting looked at.
Yep.
So, like, you're definitely on to something right there. He may be someone to look at today or next week, like, as the season goes on in Detroit. Like, they're looking for people to throw the ball to. Because right now, really, it's TJ. It's TJ all day long, baby. So, we're going to do the same thing today with the deep dives. And I know me personally, KJ Osborne is still 3,500 on DK right now. I'm going right back there. Minnesota's gonna have to throw the ball a lot because their secondary is terrible. Their secondary is so bad. Russell Wilson is gonna pick these guys apart. DK going off, Lockett going off, but what's that mean? The other side of the ball has to keep up with them. So we're gonna say the ball gets spread around today. I'm saying KJ's gonna get 8 targets at least. He'll haul in 5 or 6 catches, and he'll break one off. Man, that dude's quick. He's fast too. All right, so let's go over to O.B. Have Jr. What's up, man? Who you got? Who's your deep dive for today?
I don't know if you guys like the movie Spaceballs, but I love it. And may the Schwartz be with you. I'm going with my man Schwartz, man. He had a great first game, not so much last week, but Anthony Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you.
Okay. I feel it. I love it.
3,200.
Is he 32?
Yep.
Ooh-wee. Okay. All right. Yeah, I am curious to see what they do, how we spread the ball around today, because I called Njoku last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, for my tight end, and my goodness, it didn't even work. It should have. How do you not throw the man the ball? You know what I mean? He's so big and athletic, and we didn't have receivers. And, whatever. Anyway, like I said, I've narrowed my tight ends down to who I'm going with for the rest of the year. But, okay, El Jefe. Mr. El Jefe, who you got for your deep dive?
You know, I kind of changed in the beginning when I wanted to get Robinson in. I went with Ridley. My original deep dive was going to be Zacchaeus. I believe that's how they pronounce the name, with Russell Gage being out. He's the next man up. But I really don't like having 2 receivers on the same team unless it's a Lockett and Metcalf. You know what I mean? 2 real established guys. So I'm going to stick with what we rolled with last week. I think that, like you said, Dalvin Cook's not playing today. Oh, Minnesota's going to be behind, and they're going to have to throw. So, I mean, he could easily throw the ball 50 times today. And just by the sheer volume of that, KJ is going to be the guy underneath. And like you said, he's pretty quick. It's a good chance he breaks one. There's an even better chance that, like you said, he gets 8 to 9 targets. So we're gonna roll with him as long as he's 3,500.
Yeah, exactly. And that's our deep dive. That's the standard that we set. 3,500 is what we're looking for and under. And guys who are gonna pop, and we give out some bangers. But like I said, it's up to you guys to decipher what you want to do with the picks that we give you. So let me see. We got KJ for me again, KJ for Jeff again, and let's see. Andy, Slim Jimmy, did I get your deep dive yet?
No, you didn't, but I'm piggybacking on you guys. The KJ Osborne is 3,500, man, and he's outperformed that like double.
Yeah.
Like what he scored, you'd pay $6,000 for. So, you guys talked me into it last week. And Kyle, I'll warn you about one thing about Anthony Schwartz, man. He runs the Odell Beckham package.
Oh.
So I don't know how much time he gets today, but we'll see, man. He's still a speedy guy, but I'm telling you, that game against Kansas City, that was the Odell Beckham package, because Odell had practiced all week and they had to just plug and play somebody. And that's why week 2, when Odell was out, you didn't see anything from Anthony Schwartz, nothing. So obviously I hope he goes off. That's good for my team, but buyer beware there. That's all.
Buyer
beware. But yeah, you guys can't get me off of KJ Osborne until they put him up to $5,000. Then he won't be a deep dive anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly right. Yeah, and then we got other guys. We got other guys that we look at every week, and there's been some things happening. Like Alexander Madison has been expensive on DK for a long time. He's already $6,000, and he's gotten 8 attempts this year. You know what I mean? So with Dalvin Cook being out, and if you didn't know that, he is out today. That is a way to save money, but he's still mid-pack pricing. But I will say I got to do just a tiny bit of research. 200 career carries, 909 yards. I'm not sure what that averaged out to, That's pretty
A little under
solid.
5.
I'd say about 4.5.
A little
About
under 5.
4.5 for carry.
Yeah,
A touch under 5, yeah.
that's
Nice.
exactly what it is. 4.5.
Is exactly it. Hey, man.
Yeah, two against 9. Yeah, 4.5.
You're 2 against 9. You're 4.5. Well, good job, everybody. I'm glad somebody's good at math. I had a long night at the wedding. Oh, yes. Hey, congratulations again. We're going to go ahead and just throw that one back out there. Danny Hamilton, Katie Hamilton. Beautiful thing right there. Awesome wedding. And let's see, is there anything you guys wanted to leave the people with today? Let's go through.
I'm gonna leave the people with one thing, Drew.
What's that?
This is the perfect thing to watch while you're hungover, while you're getting ready because the last night was terrible. Flip on the Ryder Cup today at noon and just watch that until the football starts, man. Have a little pride in your country. It's a great format, even if you don't love golf. It's so fun to watch, man. And right now, USA is kicking some serious European butt. So tune in, man, and watch an hour of that before football starts.
Okay, no doubt. Okay, so let's go over to the working man, El Jefe, out here saving the world one package at a time, man. What you want to leave the people with?
Hey, just like I told you guys before, I wish I'd have been at home so I could wear my Justin Fields jersey and take it off the wall. And we hit it. You guys said it week 3. He was going to start against the Browns. Well, everything's coming together. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I mean, you guys know I'm a Bears fan, die hard, but I'm also a Browns fan, so it's not like I'm rooting against one of these teams. But I think this could be an interesting game. If the Bears D's a little bit better than maybe we think, and Justin Fields doesn't screw up that much, I think we could have a really entertaining game. So I'm really looking forward to it, man.
Right, me too. I am looking forward to this one. I couldn't wait to see Justin Fields out there, and we knew it would happen against the Browns. We called this 4 weeks ago, and I said we would lose. Everyone made fun of me, but I'm hoping we win. Of course, I just think it's a universal thing here. This is out of our control. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is cosmic. The stars have aligned that Justin Fields' first start is against the Cleveland Browns. But of course, Kai, who you want to lead the people? What you want to lead the people with?
I went 4-0 in my leagues last week. I went quadrupled my money last week. So I'm saying my lineups are pretty good. I think Browns win big. I think Giants win big. Getting off the Giants need to get off this schneid, baby. Saquon's going to look good for you guys. Let's go Giants. Let's go Brownies.
Kyle, I love you, man, but I got to ask. So you made about $4 last week then, right?
No, I won like 35.
10 cents at a time.
Nice.
10 cents at a time.
I put about 850 in there.
No, that was a good week. Hell of a lineup, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, Kai is like the king of the 10 cent, 25 cent games.
No.
Dude,
Also the free lineups.
There's so many free ones.
Every one
So
of them.
great. So great. I love it.
Oh, that's amazing.
If I would have won one of those free ones, man, that would have been sick.
Right. Exactly. They still pay out a little bit. So let's see. I'm just gonna lead the people with a couple of things here real fast. I did happen to find my notes, found them a little late, but Chase Claypool versus Eli Apple today. That's a giant mismatch. So that's why Claypool was in there for me. Or I think actually I changed it to Cup. Cup also has a really good matchup today. The biggest matchup on the board today is CJ Henderson, Jacksonville's corner, versus DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is going to eat today, everybody. If you can get him in your lineup, it will do you some good. Okay, CJ Henderson has been getting dominated all year, and now he gets to go up against D-Hop. This dude, CJ, is giving up 0.6 fantasy points per route covered. All right, so I know that you're probably like, what the hell is that? Well, once you're at about 0.3, you're terrible. You're doing really bad. He's giving up 0.61 per route covered. DeAndre Hopkins is going to destroy this man. Okay. Like, all we need to really hope for is that the Cardinals continue to have a reason to chuck the ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how all of that goes. Sorry, I keep getting my finger all in the camera, y'all. Doggone, I'm on the iPad today. Got to stay mobile, baby. Got to stay moving. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys go out and win some money. We are going to enter all of our contests, and we'll tell you everything. We'll tell you how we scored and how everything went. We're not pulling no punches. We're not hiding nothing. It's up to you to decipher who to play out of the guys we present to you. And hey, good luck, everybody. Deuces.
Peace.
Yones, boy.